Hello, everyone. I'm making a quick video. It's something that was on my mind uh, because I love history and I love war movies, war documentaries, and just learning about it because it is so detrimental to the world. You know, so much have came out of the wars. A lot of things have changed because of wars. And one of the things that I noted was we have better medical care because they had to come and get in place how to treat their soldiers out in terrible conditions. But like the heading says, are you ready for civil war? If Trump becomes president or not become president. And the reason why I say that is because they don't talk about it enough. But we hear stuff like this.
I really am. I can't imagine Nikki Haley running the country. She gets very upset when she's being questioned about her daughter being on TikTok. She blew up at a debate. If Biden gets
I guess
again,
you have to stop being human when you become a president.
We're going to be in World War III.
If Donald Trump were to lose
World War III, because she get upset? Okay.
I think it would mean that people are starting to have a voice. I think people are waking up, realizing. I mean, people are realizing that enough people have been hurt financially. I think it took a lot of pain. It took people
cover.
Realizing they're starting to look at.
They can't say what they want to say. They bring it on finances. It's not really finances. No. Because if it was finances, these people would not be giving millions and millions of dollars to these politicians. Okay. They wouldn't be out here spending $400 on shoes. I have yet to see. Only time I've seen those malls not filled is during COVID. The gas stations are full. People are out there spending money. That's all we can do is work and spend money. And people want to talk about finances. These are the same people that is too good to go to the thrift store, too good to buy stuff on sale, too good to help one another. Okay? They just want to complain. But they really is tired of minorities having rights. And they get mad when they see minorities in high positions. And they have been taught to not want to see Black people getting ahead. And then when they see them committing crimes and going to jail and all, see, I told you, they ain't no good, but they don't look at themselves. And the reason why I say that is because, Trump is Jefferson Davis all over again. I mean, this is just the way I look at it. And Jim Jones, he got them going on. And see, and they always talking about Trump. They don't say too much about the people that he brings with him. Trump just want to make some money. And he wants to get out of all those charges that he got facing. He already been convicted of sexual assault. He's already been impeached twice. Then got a mugshot. Your president has a mugshot. So it's not really about him. It's about getting people in place all over the country to bring havoc on minorities. That's all to it. Even though it don't look like we getting ahead, but to them it's looking like we getting too far ahead. We doing too much. That's why they want Thomas and Jefferson Davis back in the White House, so he could bring the rest of his cronies in there. And then what makes it so bad, I always got to say this. You got black people supporting a racist man. How does that happen? And you know why it happens? It's because the way we're raising our kids, they don't have nobody to listen to but the Europeans, the white man. That's all they see on TV. That's all they see on the news. Them is the only leaders that they that's out there that they could listen to. And then you got there's the one that's doing the hiring and the firing. They the one, living up on the hill. So some of them take it where we got to get on board if we want to have something. And they get tricked. Some people are easily tricked, especially black women. And then the families are not raising their kids to be warriors of change. They just want to grow up to be rich, want to rub shoulders with the white man. Okay? But the reason why we're going to get a civil war.
That's the questions that need to be asked.
No, I'm saying if he were to lose again, what would it be?
I'm afraid myself, I'll be honest with you. If I worry about civil war and I feel that's what they're pushing us to. I feel they're really, truly pushing people to extremes. It's an age-old military tactic: polarize, divide, and conquer.
Okay, if Trump loses, it could be a civil war because these people that support him are little idiot kids that can't stand to lose, that don't have enough education and enough sense to make all these leaders out here accountable. They always want to blame these people up on the hill, but they're not blaming themselves. They're not blaming these corporations that are rising the prices or the drug dealers out here. And the reason why you have so much homelessness, and people out here committing crimes, and they want to listen to these people talking about, it's just the blue states that are so horrible, when in reality it's your state too. And these people got it in their mind just because they have not seen black people really at war. Because if you notice, mostly all the wars, you only see white people doing the shooting and the killing. They really don't know how dangerous minorities can be. So they think that they're going to have a civil war and do what?
And I feel like that two-party system is really doing a pretty good job.
Do you think President Trump has done well to not polarize, or do you think he's been among the polarizers?
I think that I from knowing the real history and knowing that both political parties wanted him to run for years, and he didn't want to run. He told me he wouldn't run unless the country needed so bad a strait that it needed such economic straits. It needed a businessman, and it needed one. People are fed up with the investigations after They want to see something, and that's what they liked about Trump. He made promises, and he kept them.
If Trump were to lose again, what would that mean to you?
It would depend on actually what were the results.
Maybe if he lost again, like last time.
Well, if he lost like last time and they stole it from him, I would be very upset. But if he lost because the people just didn't actually vote for him, and Joe Biden isn't going to win fair and square. Who's going to vote for Joe Biden? People only vote for Joe Biden as revenge against Donald Trump. But look at where...
Okay. That is how elections go. They vote for a person because they don't want another person to, and he's doing the same thing. He's voting for Trump because to be against Biden not getting back in the White House. Now, as far as I'm telling you, ever since Obama became president, these white people have lost their mind. They have lost their mind. They is ready for civil war. They don't want to never see a black man back in the White House. They don't want to see a black man nowhere but, doing maybe construction somewhere out the way. And you know what's going to happen? Just like what we went through with when Trump was in office, he had all these people in his administration that was tearing down everything that Obama had tried to do. Okay. It's a shame. And let me see, let's finish this.
Joe Biden has gotten us. The country, young people like me can't afford homes. We're told that we're going to own nothing, be happy about it, live in the pod, eat the book.
Okay. My daughter's a realtor. And people are out there buying houses as we speak. The reason why you're not going to buy a house is because you are not in financial readiness. And and so what? Not everybody's going to buy a house. All they care about is themselves. They don't care about other people, the world, the country, how it could be destroyed from within. What are you going to do for the world? We are supposed to be the keepers of the planet. We are here to take care of the planet and one another. Not to get rich, not to run a business. The only reason why we're not living the best life and the life that we're supposed to live is because the Europeans came and got power and took away our power. We're supposed to be out here building our own homes, sewing our own clothes, trading with each other for things that we need and want, being creative, building our own furniture and creating our own music and enjoying life. But now we have to depend on the Europeans for everything. And they feel like they could do whatever they want to us.
Bugs. That's what they want us to live like. We're not going to live like that. We're going to dedicate ourselves to making our country great again for everyone, even if they don't like us. Even if they think that we as America First Trump lovers, they think that we are racist, evil, mean, bad, and nasty. But no, I want to make this country better for everyone.
Okay, they keep bringing up Trump. Trump ain't the problem. It's the people that he brings with him is the problem. Trump can't do all this stuff by himself. Just like he put that Betsy person in over the education. Do y'all remember that episode? And you see what's going on now in the education department. Banning books. They are literally firing teachers because they are teaching kids. And then don't forget the immigration, what they did to the poor kids. Oh my God. Calling them all those names, and all these people is trying to do is have a better life. Because number one, it's a shame that we can't go where we want to go on this beautiful planet that is our home. I don't. The only reason why we have borders. Okay, well, I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm not even gonna talk about that.
And that's what we're gonna do. And that's why I voted tonight for Trump, and that's why I'm here.
So you think the election was stolen last time?
It was definitely stolen.
Well, it wasn't definitely.
And in 2022, I was in Arizona at the time. The way that they had in all the Republican precincts, they had lines out there. It's so obvious what they're doing.
And you don't know what who them people was voting for either.
The information is out there. I know that, you know.
That's the stupid part about this. He don't know how people work, evidently. Because just because you see people in that line, you don't know who they voting for. I'm sure it's a lot of people out there that do not want Trump back in office. And not saying it. Just like all these polls that's out here got Biden losing and all this stuff. They did that last time. Remember, this is a repeat. And they thought that they was playing when they was singing that song to Trump's face. Vote him out. They wasn't lying.
Where is that information?
It's out there.
It's out there.
What about you? What would it mean to you if Trump were to lose again?
Oh, I would personally be devastated. And primarily because of all the domestic issues that are happening. I'm sorry, the non-domestic issues, the wars, and foreign countries will try to take advantage of it in a massive fashion. And I'm concerned about that. Now, I'm biased. My son's a Marine. He's a pilot. So he's going to get drawn into it. And if there's not a strong leader, everybody's going to be in trouble.
If President Trump were to lose again, what would that mean for you?
I'd be heartbroken. I would. I think he did a great.
Okay, these people are too personal. It don't matter who's in the White House. You still have to live your life. And you still have to try to do your best to make this a better country. That's all to it. It don't matter who's in the White House. It shouldn't. But all they're doing is talking to white people, so we're not going to get nowhere with that. But see, like I said, they're going to mess around and find out that minorities is not going to go for y'all mess. Y'all can love Trump till you're blue in the face. But we got kids to protect, and we're not going to let you MAGA Republicans and GOP and Trump take away that. Because if you don't know what it means, you'll never know. So, we're going to have to start really paying attention to what's going on. And it's time for us to do some changing. We need more minority leaders. And we need people to start telling the truth, really say what's going on, because our young people are being targeted, being confused, and not really seeing what's going on. And they're being brainwashed and all this propaganda. So, are you ready for a civil war? We have 8 months to think about that. And even if it's not, you know, it's going to be a civil war regardless if it's fighting out in the streets or not. Because you see, these people is really personal. I mean, listen to this.
Job there. I really do. I mean, I volunteer at a Toll Street Mission, and our numbers used to be 35 people twice a week. We are now up to 100 people twice a week. The food prices are through the roof.
Who would you blame that on? Would you blame that on this administration?
And this is an old woman, I'm sure, that spent 5 cents on a loaf of bread.
Blame it on? I would blame it on the administration. Okay, some of
not the
things,
people that's
I don't know
putting the prices on the bread.
I feel very bad for him. I will be honest with you. For Biden, the man is dementing. I am trained in dementia. I see things that other people don't see, and quite honestly, sir, it's elder abuse.
If he were to lose again, what would that mean?
She didn't mention nothing about Trump and his dementia.
Fear for our nation on the, in terms of foreign policy, economic policy. I have kids.
I don't know why they talk to these people, but because you see what you want to say. Okay, because I'm gonna say something about that. You know, we have Indians, we had African kings, and you would have never ever heard them talk about Queen Elizabeth's age. You know, she reigned for what, 50 years, 75, something like that. You never mention nothing about her age. And our African kings and chiefs and stuff, they was leaders till they was way in their hundreds. You need to talk about their age. But this is just a tactic that they use to demean each other. Now, if it's something physically wrong with them, I do believe that if Biden thought that he was not up to it, he would not run. Now, when they asked him that last year, he said, yes, I got it. But see, I know this is all we got, so we're going to have to make the right choice. Somebody that is going to spend the next 4 years, because either one of them cannot run again. So who's going to keep us safe and sound and feeling morally fit? Because if we have somebody in the White House that is a convicted criminal, what do that say about us? What do that say about us putting a racist in the White House and a criminal on top of that and twice impeached on that? What is that saying about us? And they keep talking about this going to look like we're not strong leadership. No, it's anybody that is convicted of sexual assault and criminal mischief that they had to try to steal an election, they're weak as hell. And have bankrupted so many of their businesses, have been found guilty of fraud. A person can't even get a job at a bank if they got a fraud charge. But we're going to put somebody like that in the White House. For what? Okay? But we need to get back to reality. Because I had a dad who was 94 years old and still out there cutting his grass, maintaining himself. I mean, you know, of course, when you get that old, you know, you shouldn't be cooking or driving and stuff. But we're going to have to be smart, like we was last election, and got him out. And we need to get him out and keep him out. And hopefully the next, we're going to have to keep people like that out, period. You're going to have to, when you apply for this job, he don't want nobody to see his taxes. He don't want nobody to really know all the crimes he's done. Okay? So you better get ready. Like Malcolm X said, by any means necessary. We got to keep our success going forward. Thank you for listening. Have a great and wonderful day.